Number 1, the planet's poles flip. We all know that north is, well, north somewhere above Alaska and south is down near the middle of Antarctica. That will always be true for the planet's geographic poles, but it's only intermittently true for the planet's magnetic poles. Over the past 20 million years, the magnetic poles have flip-flopped every several 100,000 years or so, which means that if you had a compass in hand about 800,000 years ago, it would tell you that north was in Antarctica. Number 2, the biggest mammal migration is airborne. Yep, you may have thought the 1.3 million wildebeest that hoof their way between Kenya and Tanzania were tops, but you'd be wrong. Millions and millions of bats, giant fruit bats, to be exact, fly between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Zambia's Kasanka National Park each year. With more than 10 million of these cat-size, mango-munching, echolocating chiropterans involved, it's the largest known mammal migration on Earth. Number 3, it hosts a humongous fungus. When it comes to the biggest living things on Earth, it might be easy to think about blue whales, elephants, and trees. You may even recall that coral reefs are the largest conglomerates of critters. But largest single organism reported is an armillaria mushroom in Oregon. In 1992, one of these fungi was found in Michigan covering 37 acres. But more recently, teams investigating a mysterious tree die-off found that the culprit was an even more monstrous fungus, covering at least 2,000 acres and estimated to be thousands of years old. Number 4, there's an underwater meadow, the Mediterranean's most widespread seagrass, named Posidonia after the Greek god Poseidon, is also thought to be among the oldest known living things on Earth. Genetic sequencing recently revealed that an expansive Posidonia meadow growing off the coast of Spain could be as many as 100,000 years old. This means that before our modern human ancestors even left Africa, the first of these seagrass shoots was gently putting down roots and beginning a process of cell division and cloning that would survive through the global spread of humankind. One of the reasons that slow-growing Posidonia can last for so long is that it has few natural competitors or predators except for humans, whose exploding populations and poor habitat management are slowly destroying the ancient meadows. Number 5, some of its clouds are alive. Sometimes, at dusk, dark shape-shifting clouds appear near the ground. As they swirl and morph, these clouds can seem positively alive, and it's because they are. Formed by hundreds or thousands of starlings flying in tandem, the phenomenon is known as a murmuration. Scientists suspect the birds engage in this mesmerizing display when they're looking for a spot to roost or evading predators. But it's still a puzzle as to how, exactly, they achieve such exquisite acrobatic synchrony on the fly. Number 6, one river is boiling. Once thought to be the simple stuff of legend, a boiling river hidden deep in the Peruvian Amazon actually exists. Okay, it's not actually boiling, but the river comes within a few degrees of that mark, and it's still hot enough to transform an already otherworldly rainforest into a steaming, mystical paradise that can cook clumsy small animals alive. Recently, National Geographic explorer Andres Russo went to the boiling river and returned with a reason for its effervescence. Tremendous geothermal activity that's unrelated to volcanoes or oil drilling. Number 7, there are parts of Earth with less gravity than others. Because of the uneven shape of the globe, the planet's gravity is unevenly distributed, too, so some parts of the planet have been found to have lower or higher levels of gravity than others. Canada's Hudson Bay, for example, was found to have lower gravity due to a massive ice sheet that dented the Earth 10,000 years ago, literally bending gravity, as one newspaper put it. Number 8, the Earth's surface is recycled. The Earth might seem solid and permanent, but it actually goes through a full regeneration process every 500 million years or so, as tectonic plates butt into each other. Oceanic crust is pressed under continental crust, creating pressure that fuels the world's volcanoes. Over many years, this results in a replacement of much of the planet's surface. Number 9, coastlines are disproportionately crowded. The coasts are attractive options to live on for many reasons, from the access they offered as ports going back centuries to the great views they offer today. But according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, while coastlines cover just 20% of the United States land area, excluding Alaska, coastal zones are home to more than half of the country's population. Number 10, the oceans hold $771 trillion worth of gold. Not that you'd be able to get at any of it. But scientists estimate that the oceans of the world contain approximately 20 million tons of gold. Not on the ocean floor in the water itself, in tiny particles of approximately 13 billionths of a gram per liter. Thanks for watching, see you next time.